Have you ever noticed that it feels a little harder to get out of bed some mornings? Maybe your body doesn't quite move like it used to, or you find yourself avoiding certain activities because they just feel too tiring. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. As we get older, it's natural to experience some changes in our energy levels and mobility. But here's the good news. Just because you're over 75 doesn't mean you can't stay active and independent. In fact, staying active can be one of the best ways to maintain your health, confidence, and independence well into your 80s and beyond. It doesn't have to mean running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It's all about keeping your body moving in ways that feel good and work for you. In this video, we're going to dive into 5 practical ways to stay active and keep moving with confidence, no matter what age you are. These simple habits can help you feel stronger, more energized, and more independent, so you can keep enjoying life to the fullest. Let's jump right into the first tip. The first way to stay active and independent after 75 is something many people overlook: maintaining good posture. Now, you might be thinking, what does posture have to do with staying active? Well, a lot, actually. When you have good posture, you're more likely to keep your body in alignment, which makes it easier to move, reduces pain, and can even help prevent injuries. Think about it. If you're slouching, your muscles and joints are working overtime to keep you balanced. This can lead to muscle fatigue, joint discomfort, and even falls. On the other hand, when you stand tall with your shoulders back and your spine aligned, your muscles don't have to work as hard, and you move more efficiently. Plus, standing tall also gives you a boost of confidence. You'll feel better about yourself, and others will notice it, too. To work on your posture, start by doing simple exercises like standing up straight with your feet shoulder width apart. Pull your shoulders back and down, engage your core, and tuck in your chin slightly. Hold that position for 10 seconds, then release. Repeat this a few times throughout the day. Over time, your body will get used to this more upright position, and you'll notice it gets easier and more natural. Another way to improve your posture is through gentle stretching and strengthening exercises. Regularly stretching your chest, shoulders, and back can release tension, while strengthening your core will give you more stability and control when you move. Yoga, Tai Chi, or even simple stretching routines are fantastic for this. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just a few minutes each day can make a huge difference in how you feel. Now, let's talk about the second way to stay active and independent after 75, finding activities that you enjoy. Staying active doesn't have to be a chore, and it's much easier to keep moving when you're doing something you love. Whether it's walking, swimming, gardening, or even dancing around the house to your favorite tunes, find something that makes you feel good and stick with it. For example, many people find that walking is one of the easiest and most accessible forms of exercise. It's low impact, meaning it's gentle on your joints, and it can be done almost anywhere. You don't have to walk for miles. Just getting outside for a short 10 to 15 minute walk each day can help keep your body moving, improve circulation, and boost your mood. If you don't feel like walking outside, you can always walk around your home or apartment, or even try an indoor walking video to keep things interesting. Another activity that's fantastic for seniors is swimming or water aerobics. The buoyancy of water supports your body, making it a great option for anyone with joint pain or stiffness. Swimming laps or joining a water aerobics class can help strengthen muscles, improve flexibility, and increase endurance, all without putting stress on your joints. The key here is to find something that feels good and fits into your routine. If you try an activity and it doesn't feel right, don't give up. Keep exploring until you find what works for you. When you're enjoying yourself, it's much easier to stay motivated and keep moving. Now, as we're moving through these tips, you might be thinking, that all sounds great. But what about strength? How can I keep my muscles strong as I get older? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. So, as we were just talking about staying active and finding activities that you enjoy, we now come to an essential part of keeping your body strong and independent as you age: strength training. You might have heard that lifting weights or using resistance bands is a great way to build muscle, but did you know that it's also one of the best things you can do to stay independent as you get older? It's true! As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. This can make everyday tasks, like carrying groceries, getting up from a chair, or climbing stairs, feel more challenging. But the good news is that you can slow down or even reverse this muscle loss by regularly doing strength training exercises. Now, you don't need to start lifting heavy dumbbells or doing complicated gym routines. Simple exercises using your body weight or light weights will do the trick. For example, try sitting down in a sturdy chair, then standing up without using your hands to push yourself up. This works your legs, glutes, and core muscles. You can increase the challenge by doing it slowly, pausing for a moment when you're standing, and then slowly lowering yourself back down. Aim for about 10 to 15 repetitions, and do this a few times a day. Another easy strength training exercise is the wall push-up. Stand facing a wall, place your hands on it at shoulder height, and slowly lower yourself toward the wall. Push yourself back up to the starting position. This exercise works your arms, shoulders, and chest. Again, you can start with just a few repetitions and gradually increase the number as you get stronger. You can also incorporate resistance bands into your routine. These are affordable, easy to use, and provide just the right amount of resistance for a great workout. A simple exercise with a resistance band is the seated row. Sit in a chair, loop the band around a door handle or sturdy object, hold the ends of the band, and pull your hands back toward your torso. This targets your back muscles and arms. The important thing here is consistency. You don't have to do strength training for hours a day. Just a few minutes every other day can help you keep your muscles strong and your body independent. Over time, you'll notice that everyday tasks feel easier, and you'll be able to move with more confidence. Now, moving on to another great way to stay active and independent after 75, balance exercises. As we age, our sense of balance can start to decline, making falls more likely. But the good news is that there are simple exercises that can help you improve your balance and reduce the risk of falling. One of the best exercises for balance is the heel-to-toe walk. It's just what it sounds like. Take a step forward, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other foot. Keep walking in a straight line like this, and focus on keeping your core engaged. You'll feel a little wobbly at first, but that's completely normal. With practice, your balance will improve, and you'll feel more stable on your feet. Another excellent balance exercise is standing on one foot. Stand next to a sturdy chair or counter for support, then slowly lift one foot off the ground, holding it for about 10 seconds. Lower it back down and switch to the other foot. If this feels easy, try doing it with your eyes closed to challenge yourself even more. These simple exercises can be done just about anywhere and can make a big difference in how steady you feel when you're moving around. Tai Chi is another wonderful option for improving balance. This ancient Chinese practice involves slow, deliberate movements that focus on balance, coordination, and flexibility. Many seniors find that Tai Chi not only helps with balance, but also reduces stress and improves overall well-being. There are plenty of online classes and local groups offering Tai Chi for beginners, so it's worth checking out if you haven't already. With balance exercises, just a few minutes a day can help you feel more stable and confident in your movements. And as a result, you'll feel safer and more independent as you go about your daily routine. Now that we've covered strength training and balance exercises, let's move on to the next tip: getting enough sleep. You might not immediately think of sleep as part of staying active, but trust me, it plays a huge role in how your body functions. Now that we've covered strength training and balance exercises, let's talk about something that might seem like a luxury to some, but is actually crucial for staying active and feeling energized: getting enough sleep. It might not sound like something that directly relates to staying independent, but let me assure you, it really does. As we age, our sleep patterns can change, and it might become harder to get a full night's rest. But sleep is when our bodies repair, regenerate, and restore energy. Without enough sleep, you can feel sluggish, weak, and even more prone to injury. On the other hand, when you're well rested, you're more likely to have the energy to stay active, tackle your daily tasks, and feel more confident moving around. One of the best ways to improve your sleep quality is to establish a regular sleep routine. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock and makes it easier to fall asleep and wake up naturally. You might also want to create a calming bedtime ritual, like reading a book, doing some gentle stretches, or listening to calming music. Avoid heavy meals or caffeine late in the day, as they can interfere with your sleep. If you're finding it difficult to stay asleep throughout the night, you might want to try sleeping in a slightly cooler room. Research shows that cooler temperatures can improve sleep quality, so keep your bedroom comfortable and try using breathable sheets and blankets to regulate your body temperature. If you're not getting enough sleep, you might notice that your muscles feel more stiff, or you lack the energy to stay active during the day. So, prioritizing rest is key for maintaining the energy and strength needed to stay independent and active. Now, let's talk about the importance of staying socially engaged. This might seem like something that doesn't directly impact your physical health, but in fact, it can make a huge difference in how active and independent you feel. As we get older, it's easy to become more isolated, especially if we stop driving or have trouble getting out of the house as often. But isolation can lead to feelings of loneliness, which can actually make it harder to stay motivated to stay active. That's why it's so important to maintain social connections, whether it's through family, friends, or community groups. Social activities not only provide emotional support, but they also keep your mind sharp and give you the motivation to keep moving. Whether you're going for a walk with a friend, joining a book club, or participating in a local fitness class, being around others can make physical activity more enjoyable and something you look forward to. Plus, it's always great to have someone to cheer you on as you work towards your goals. If you're having trouble finding social activities, consider joining a local senior center or community group. Many areas offer exercise classes, arts and crafts workshops, or even volunteer opportunities where you can meet new people and stay active at the same time. And if going out is a challenge, you can still stay connected by joining online communities or setting up regular video calls with loved ones. Staying socially engaged helps you stay motivated, feel good about yourself, and maintain the mental and emotional energy needed to stay independent. Finally, let's talk about the last tip for staying active and independent after 75, eating a balanced, nutritious diet. You've probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat," and it couldn't be more true, especially as we age. A healthy diet is essential for maintaining your energy, muscle mass, and overall well-being. As you get older, your body may need more nutrients to function properly, so it's important to focus on eating nutrient-dense foods that support your health. This means eating a variety of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. For example, foods rich in calcium and vitamin D, like dairy products, leafy greens, and fortified cereals, are essential for bone health. Foods high in protein, such as fish, chicken, eggs, and beans, help maintain muscle mass and strength. And healthy fats, found in nuts, seeds, and avocados, provide energy and support brain function. It's also important to stay hydrated. Sometimes, as we age, we may not feel thirsty as often, but staying hydrated is crucial for keeping your body moving and feeling good. Aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day, and if you find plain water boring, try adding a slice of lemon or cucumber for a refreshing twist. When you fuel your body with the right nutrients, you'll notice that you have more energy to stay active, feel stronger, and continue doing the things you love. And remember, you don't have to make drastic changes overnight. Start by adding more whole foods into your meals, and try to make small, sustainable changes over time. So, there you have it, 5 simple yet powerful ways to stay active and independent after 75. Let's quickly recap the key points we've covered. First, maintaining good posture, which helps you move with ease and confidence. Second, finding activities you enjoy, like walking or swimming, to keep your body moving. Third, engaging in strength and balance exercises to stay strong and steady on your feet. Fourth, getting enough rest, because sleep is essential for your body's recovery. And finally, staying socially engaged and eating a balanced diet to support your physical and mental health. Remember, it's never too late to start making small changes that can have a big impact on your health and independence. You don't have to do everything at once, just pick 1 or 2 tips to focus on, and take it one step at a time. Your health and happiness are worth it. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts or experiences, and subscribe for more content on staying healthy and active at any age. Here's to living your best life at any age. Keep moving with confidence.